Those that have never seen a Ouija board on television or in person or in shops, which they are increasingly becoming more and more popularly found, should bear this description in mind. The Ouija board is made up of a strip of either wood or plastic, sometimes measuring 8 by 11 and sometimes larger. It has the 26 letters of the Roman alphabet and the numbers 1 through 10 on the board, as well as a set of symbols, commas and semicolons and the like. Someone then takes a planchette or a pointer, which is a triangle-shaped piece of wood or plastic with a hole in the top near the sharp end for lining up letters. Those that take that planchette or the pointer, there are usually 2 people or maybe sometimes 1 or a larger number that play with this. The most authentic or considered to be authentic Ouija boards are those Ouija boards that actually are made out of wood. The whole of it is constructed out of wood. And you take it to one of what's called an New Age bookshop. And those at the New Age bookshop do what's called activating it for you. Allah knows best. We are not sure exactly how they activate it. But whatever they have done, they open, as they say, a portal between that board and the spirit world, as they say. I won't go into all the research, but numerous research has been done on the Ouija board and on some of the paranormal phenomenon that takes place. And some of it can be scientifically proven. You need go no further than the local library for research to find out more about this phenomenon. The word Ouija is basically a combination of the French and German words for yes. Oui in French for yes, and ja or da in German for yes. Combining those together, stating yes, yes, meaning that you will receive a reply. Those that have purchased an quote-unquote authentic Ouija board are told by the person that has activated it not to touch the planchette and say, is anyone there? But to say that, or to ask the spirits to come out and reveal themselves. Many that take part in this ask questions about themselves or their dead loved ones and receive horrifying responses. There are also those who become so engrossed in playing with this board, so engrossed and possessed by this Ouija board, that they give up all common sense. They leave off work, study, school, to blindly follow and ask questions or receive information from an unknown source that is malign. The danger of the Ouija board cannot be exaggerated for any clear-thinking human being. The Ouija board has found its way into our high schools, onto our college campuses, and onto our universities. One will find many students, many of them Muslims, using the Ouija board. And some of them, if they are unable to purchase one for their own usage, they take a scrap of paper or cardboard and draw those ligatures, signs, and alphabet on them and use a glass or a small saucer with a hole in the top to do the same process that they would have done with an activated wooden board. And many of the practitioners that are experts in the Ouija board say that that is more dangerous because someone who is not schooled in the sciences of Ouija is activating it for themselves, and they say that is the most dangerous. But all dark arts and all seeking of information and attempting to divine information from other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is false, is dangerous, and is opening a door that the one that is opening it does not know how to shut, much less to lock. And many of us don't realize this. We don't begin to actually notice the grip of the occult on our children until they actually begin the long journey down the road of no return. And then, if a case comes up, hasha lillah, of suicide or murder, and then we find those occult items on their person after the event, we are, of course, stunned. How could it have happened to our child, in our town, in our environment? But we need to be focused and concerned about what our children are involving themselves in and what exactly they are being exposed to at school. There are elementary schools in the United States where young children between 8 and 10 years old during their lunch break are shown by teachers how to use a Ouija board. If you do not believe the influence of the Ouija board is dangerous, try to take this into context. Imagine opening a door in which there were enemies on the other side of that door. And all you are able to do is open the door. You are not aware of how to lock it. You do not have the keys. And you have no way of defending yourself from those on the other side of that door. And you have opened that door. And this is what we have done. We have allowed our children to open these doors into a world that means them and us nothing but harm. From such a simple device that seems so harmless and as good fun, so much harm can come. Those that research can find suicides taking place due to this. Murders, runaways, and many other horrific events due to the use of this particular dark art. Another is incense. Incense is one of those things that can be used in an evil or good way. It is a neutral device, much like the television or the radio. It can be used for falsehood, or it can be used for a healthy purpose. The Oxford English Dictionary defines incense as, quote, incense as a noun, gum or spice producing sweet smell when burned. Smoke of this, especially in religious ceremonial rituals, as a figurative expression to give praise or flattery, close quote. This is taken from the Concise Oxford Dictionary, page 504. Now, incense derives from the Latin word incensum, which means burnt things. Occultists tend to believe that certain incenses are supposed to enhance and help you concentrate on specific issues.